last week, we started our service with what I thought would be a wonderful theme song for the whole month. And it didn't turn out quite that way. But we ended it with a song, I Am Free, I Am Unlimited. And I hear a rumor that it was sung in the hall afterwards with a cappella abandonment, just, and I thought, you know, what a great affirmation for this month. We feel so drugged down sometimes in all the things we must, should, and ought to do, that maybe it wouldn't hurt for us every Sunday this month to start off with this great affirmation. Let's stand up and sing it, and our song leader will come up and lead us, number 322 in the Wings of Sorrow.
I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now.
All right, you may be seated. You know, these affirmations, I am free, I am unlimited, they do actually enrich our lives. We're going to talk all about the way we think and see today. And every time we give ourselves a positive affirmation, it affects our subconscious brains and minds that revert to the old habits all the time. And so let's keep that in mind this whole season. We need all the positive affirmation we can get. With all the darkness in our world, we can have that positive affirmation of light. And so it is. And today we have a new person who has not spoken before, I don't think, going to do our mini message. Linda.
Good morning. There are 4 personality types that can be distinguished and labeled into 4 different animals: lion, otter, beaver, and golden retriever. I associate with the golden retriever. Who needs a hug? Who needs love? Who needs comfort? Last week I was surprised, as I was the one needing that, and a golden retriever came to me in the form of a border collie. After 27 years of teaching and nurturing 2-legged humans, my purpose has turned into 4-legged canines, with the exception of a 3-legged one. Normally I care for 1 to 2 dogs. This do a slightly bigger job. 5 horses, 4 goats, a rooster, a cat, and 14 dogs. I was offered $1,000, which was exactly what I needed in order to pay my 17-year-old daughter's rent for December. I needed the money and thought, I'm a country girl, I like animals, how hard could this be? So I schedule a few days of bonding and training, and I'm given the lowdown on the wolf pack as well as the rest of the herd. The goats will run from you. Escape. The old thoroughbred may die on your watch. I haven't seen the cat in 2 days. The rooster is non-binary, and you will feed the dogs raw meat. 6 of them are puppies. If the head, I probably can't say that word, the head girl dog likes you, you're good. And they all have different amounts of raw meat that you will give them by hand. Okay. First of all, they all look the same, except the one with 3 legs. That one I can point out. Second of all, they don't do cages, so they're all sharing the same space in the kitchen. So come feeding time, I start distributing the food, and it's coming out just as fast as it's going in. So now I'm feeding and I'm mopping and I'm keeping them from fighting, and then the cabinet pops open and out comes the mysterious cat to join in. So I'm mixing supplemental raw meat concoction by hand, and one of the dogs hit the blade for it, and all of this is going on, and the cat slinks around my arm meowing. I'm trying to make her a plate of salmon, which she's decided she would rather have the raw beef instead. I got through feeding time and I realized 2 dogs never ate because they're introverted and quirky and they don't like to eat in front of anyone. So now I have to capture them, separate them into rooms, and feed them separately. I'm exhausted and I hide in my room. Mission accomplished. Pretty sure I screwed it up. I figured the worst thing that could happen is they all come in my room and eat me alive. Oh well, I'm okay with that at this point in my life. Nothing surprises me. It might actually be an improvement. Day 2. I got this. I leave to feed my fish and have coffee with Santa. I come back and I forgot to close the bathroom door. 2 Costco rolls of toilet paper have been shredded and dragged through the house into the yard, and now it's raining. At the same time, one goes into heat, and 2 teenager pups are hiding behind a piece of large art, just saying, get to know each other. While 8 of them are barking at me, 1 is peeing on the table, and 3 are fighting. What is going on? I say. They all stop and get silent. This is not okay. Can you please get it together? Fast forward 4 hours. My heart is aching. It's getting dark and I'm recognizing I'm alone and in a dark place of my life. I'm going through a tragic breakup and there was no one to hold me or console me. I begin to understand why I jumped from relationship to relationship, and I don't remember receiving consoling when I was a kid and sad. I think I tend to look for compassion and look for it in the wrong places. My heart just hurt immensely and the little girl in me was just weeping. So I laid on the bed and started to cry. Slowly and quietly, all the dogs came into my room and laid next to me. The head dog, Faye, put her head directly on my heart. It's like I was surrounded by angels, healing my sorrow, absorbing my tears, and giving me the compassion I desperately needed. Thank you, I said to each dog. For 2 hours, we all lay there in a quiet, peaceful dog pile of healing bliss. I became part of the wolf pack. Then I felt something wet. Yeah, I was part of the pack, all right. I was marked, and bonding time was over. Sometimes we get faced with challenges that seem beyond our capability. If I didn't take this job, I would have missed the gift of healing from 4-legged friends. Who would have thought the golden retriever was going to come to me?
My goodness. Some Christmas concert over at the Burton Recreation Center. It was wonderful. It was happy. It was a little at times, but it was just, and I don't think I've ever heard the Roanoke Park Chorale sound as good as they did yesterday. It was just delightful. So thank you all for all that you do for our community. Really appreciate it.
Thank you all for coming.
Okay. Yeah, half of the people here were there yesterday. It was just, so anyway, I would like us all maybe to consider something that is a gargantuan wonderful success experience. Warden Susan tomorrow is celebrating the 45th wedding anniversary, and if we've all had relationships, we know that's an accomplishment. Congratulations. There is no healing circle tomorrow evening, and it will be off until February probably. Today, there will be book study on the spiritual book study group will be meeting Thursday at
Kathleen Haney's house, and the group has the address and the information.
okay,
Thanks to
they're
our
all
leader over there, Hannah.
they're all good to go on that. All right, then today, right after the service, Queen Kelly is going to direct the erecting of the tree and the decorations and the wreaths and the annual tree decorating crew. And there will be another little crew that will be loading all the stuff for our pancake breakfast that we're doing for the Cots Suites at Montero, their new housing operation down in Petaluma. We're doing that on Wednesday, and we're loading up stuff today after church if we could get a volunteer or two. And for the pancake breakfast, we have 4 volunteers. We had way more volunteers than that, but after going down and looking, there's only 4 places for 4 people in the whole place. It's really, really tight quarters. So that's going to be Doug and Linda and Mike and Joelle and me. So that's the crew going to go down. And anybody else that volunteered next time, we just don't have room this time. I know Wayne had volunteered and a couple others. And so thank you. Next time there will be July. Yes, then we can have everybody. Any other announcements? Yes.
The nanny situation may be resolved. Thank you all so much. She's coming for a trial on Wednesday and Thursday. Yes, please.
All right, great.
I'm going to be out.
Well, good. I hope she has a better experience than Linda had this week at her first day or 2 on the job. Yes.
I'll make sure that the flowers get watered while I'm away, because I'm leaving this weekend, and I will see you guys after the holiday. So they'll probably need watering like once. Just need somebody willing to help. Hit me up after the service.
And thank you for all those flowers.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Any other announcements? All right, let's stand and sing number 22 in this little songbook. In this very room, there's enough of everything the whole world needs right here.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for what I need. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for what I need. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, my Spirit, is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to share wherever we go. Spirit, my Spirit, is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to reach all this earth. For Spirit, my Spirit, Now, if you are here for the first time, just get ready to have a wonderful experience, because now is when we greet each other in the traditional Church of the Oaks fashion, or however you might feel comfortable. All the way out to the freeway, it is. And that's a big 27 doors full, but I'll get all the way down. Good morning, good morning. So did you get good brain check today?
It's a little mixed thing going on.
I don't care. That's what this is all about.
So you get a trio?
Yeah, we got a trio, literally and stuff. It takes about 20 minutes to do that, but it's a big deal every year. We got the grease, so we between all the windows all around. So these nails are for.
Oh, okay.
We used to really go all out. I'd get gold foil like they used for foil embossing on wine labels. I'd get that, but I'd get the use of that. And it's still gold. We'd wrap it all and make gold drapes around all the windows. Oh, yeah, we used to spend a day decorating that. I'm probably going to ask you to do this more than once today, but just look around this room. Look at all the energies, all the personalities, all the smiles and joys. And everybody, we've all got that pack full of challenges and battle scars. We all carry that. But what we share is our joy and our love and our acceptance. And that's such a great wealth that this family has. You know, we don't pass a basket here at Church of the Oaks. We try to work on a practice of consciously sharing our time, our talent, our thought, and our treasure. And there's a basket of chooses to share, but that should be your choice, not pass the basket, we want money. That's not how it is here. So what's that, right? Bonnie's just there, yeah, shaking her head. She's been here longer than me, a long time. How many years, Bonnie?
Well, I think about 25.
25 years, yeah. Yeah, a long while. Kelly's the same way, 25 years, something like that, or more.
Something like that.
And we're just an amazing thing. Let's talk about our abundance. Let's read together on the order of service our affirmation of abundance. May we? When we truly begin to want more for others than we want for ourselves, we will begin to notice amazing changes in our own lives. May we ponder that wisdom, sir. Thank you, Michael. And if we could just feel a little gratitude. The beautiful music you heard this morning, there wasn't a single piece of music in front of this man. He played it all from just, and he's leaving here today. He's going to be playing a big celebration out of Jack London Park. So anyway, and he'll have the same amount of music with him for that, I'm sure. He just plays. We're so fortunate. Thank you for being here and sharing your time, talent, thought, and treasure with all of us, Michael. And as we prepare for our meditation this morning, let's sing together Only Believe, number 152 in the Wings of Song.
And envision yourself sitting in the center of a huge orb of light. This light surrounding you is filled with loving energy. See yourself inhaling it in slowly so that it fills every aspect of you, of who you are. And then breathe it out to surround and bless others. I call this light God energy, but you may choose another name, the divine, highest good, universe, love, or simply light. The important thing is to feel the presence enter and exit. So let's begin with slow, deep breaths in and out. God energy in. God energy out. As we end this meditation, know that this light is always there within you and around you to love and protect. And so it is.
Kelly, thank you very much. Last Sunday,
I was having a discussion with Gene Wallace, and I'd gotten a little bit emotional during the service, and I don't really enjoy doing that. I try not to do that, but I was just overcome, and she said, everything's so good, isn't it? I said, yeah. I said, it's just beautiful. Everything about this is beautiful. Everything about Church of the Oaks, everything about this family is beautiful. And she said, yes, it is. I said, wow, that should be my talk class next week. She said, okay. So that's the name of it. There's beauty everywhere. Some of you remember Margie Meadows. Margie used to say all the time, isn't it funny how you always find exactly what you're looking for? She said that a lot as I got to know her. And I think that's so very true. As we look at our world, we can either be upset, angry, afraid, or just be aware that the world is kind of in chaos, but you know what? It's actually always been in chaos. And the fact is that there are so many people in this world who are demonstrating love and joy and compassion, like our partnership with COTS. That gives us so many opportunities to see the beauty in the whole thing. Everything in our world is hooked together. It's all complex. Everything is connected to everything else. And when we go to COTS or use our parsonage over here as housing in the COTS rental program, we're connected to some very beautiful things that are going on in our world. And there's some people that just want us to look at the ugly all the time. And we can't. We know it's there. It's always been there. Always probably will be. But I think there is so much more beauty for us to see. I don't think that if I started listing and wrote them down, I don't think I could list between now and the first of the year all of the nonprofits registered in this country doing wonderful, beautiful things for humanity and for all living things. There are so many groups taking care of dogs and cats and roosters and chickens and all those things, those creatures. We have people here that do that. And it's all looking for and finding the beauty. And this year is probably not too much different than all the years in the past. When we go to Walmart or Target or Safeway, and everybody's on a mission. Everybody has things they have to do and accomplish, and it has an agenda. And most of the folks you see are a little grumpy. But I've noticed if you just say something happy or cheerful or pretty to them or smile or grin. Yesterday afternoon, I was at the grocery store and I saw a mother with 3 very upset, frustrated children. And she was having a battle. And I just walked up and I started laughing and I talked to the kids and they all calmed down. And Mom calmed down. And I told a couple stupid jokes and they just were happy, and then one of the kids got back in the cart where he was supposed to be, and they just ambled on doing their thing. And if we can remember that we are part of the beauty. As we're out and about, we have that little bright light, we have that smile, we have that nice little word to say. We have the ability to embrace and compliment, or not. But when we look at the people that are feeling so challenged as they do battle at Walmart, can't we offer them a smile or a good word? Can't we be aware of not everybody has the peaceful, loving home life that we do? Sometimes there's some real chaos, some real hardship, some real heartache in those families. And it's just amazing to me that some of these young families survive all of the ordeal that they have to go through now. The price of things and there's so many challenges in life today. And these young people seem like, I don't know where they get their energy or their patience or their tenacity. I don't. Had I had to go through some of the challenges going on today when I was their age, probably wouldn't have done so well. So even the people who are a little grumpy, they're just like us. We're connected with them. Their energy is our energy. Their world is our world. We're all together in this. And you can see the grumpy, or you can see this person, this parent who's working a job and a half and taking care of kids and trying to figure out how to get the car fixed, pay the rent. The pressures are incredible, and these young people, I don't know how they survive. I really don't. I have so much admiration for their courage to go out into life with the challenges are just, I don't know. I don't know if I could have done that. I mean, I was in Vietnam, but I don't know if I could handle California today at 22 years old. I'm serious. I'm being very serious. And beauty. That affirmation we sang this morning, and we talk about our affirmations. I am an incredible human being. I have love, and I'm going to share it. I have courage, and I'm going to try to share it with people who need some. These affirmations, I will see the beauty in every person. I will see the beauty in the situations, in the life experiences that I'm going to have this week, this month, this coming year. Those affirmations, folks, they tell your habitual subconscious mind, we're going to change things here, and you're going to hear this, and you're going to hear this until you start doing this and believe in this. And it works. It truly works. So as I'm going to ask you to look around this room again. Just look. I'm watching you. Look. Turn your heads and look and see the people. You have just seen the beauty of the universe. I remember the first Christmas. Vivian always made me do the Christmas talks because she didn't care to do Christmas talks, and she liked to spend the day with her family. And the very first Christmas talk, I was going to make a big deal out of it. So I went to the dollar store, and I had to buy a package, and it had a brush, a hairbrush, and a hand mirror in it. So I bought 50. And I put the brush aside and the mirror, and I wrapped up, remember this, Kelly? I wrapped up all these hand mirrors, and we had a couple kids here, and I put them in a big foil wrapped, Christmas foil wrapped box, a paper box. And I had the kids pass out these packages to everybody. And I said, the best Christmas gift you can give, open the pack. And it was a mirror. And you look in the mirror, and that was you. Well, there have been those 50 brushes, and 25 hand mirrors in this box for 21 years. And last week, I gave them to the residents at COTS Montera. And they just gobbled them up like it was amazing.
It's Christmas.
It was Christmas. So, I'm just going to ask all of us. We are part of the beauty of the earth. In spite of what we see when we look in the mirror at 6 a.m., we are all connected to this entire universe. And how could anyone ever tell you it's anything less than beautiful? And you are part of it. And you can share that beauty in whatever form. Your time, your talent, your thought, and your treasure, your encouragement, your words, sometimes just a hug. You can share that beauty wherever you go this season. And it costs you nothing and gives you so much fulfillment. And it changes the world. It changes the consciousness of this world when you share your beauty instead of your ugly. And we all have that too, don't we? But look for the beauty in everything and everyone. And sometimes it's a little hard to see. But like Wayne Dyer says, when the way you look at things, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. You start looking for the beauty, and you look and you look and you look. And pretty soon, your head, your subconscious will just start looking around. Where's the beauty out of this situation? Because there is beauty. There is new knowledge. There's new awareness. Sometimes in the rotten, crummiest situations, there's still a nugget. I remember Webb Vivian used to say all the time, I just keep looking for the good. Every time I see a pile of manure, I keep looking for the pony. And I had to remind her sometimes there wasn't a pony, but it didn't stop her from looking. So my dear, dear family, friends, we are in this joyous time as we celebrate the birth of the guy that taught us just a few simple things. Love each other. Don't judge each other. Treat each other well. Be kind. And don't judge. Accept. Wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't the world be a more beautiful place if all of us could actually do that every single day? Well, I've got news for you. We can. All we have to do is choose to. So while we're looking for the beauty this year in the Christmas events that we're all going to take place in, maybe look at it a little differently. Those people that seem to be a little grumpy, they may have really good cause to be grumpy. And thank goodness they chose to come anyway. Maybe they came to share some love with you. And maybe they came to share your love with them. This sharing thing, it goes and it's take and give, and it passes without even understanding it. And you say, well, I'm going to go help with that. I'm going to go help with the pancake breakfast Wednesday. Oh, I've seen this happen so many times. The people that help with the pancake breakfast come away feeling more enriched than the people sitting there with full bellies, feeling very enriched and very loved. That's just the way it works, because we all are connected. We are all part of Spirit, of God, of this universe, of each other, of all life. So let's maybe try to, tie a little string around your finger, or put a little thing on your thing, or just keep it in your mind. Let's look for the beauty this season. Because it's there. It's in every human being. It's in every experience. Everything has value in this world. And it can be a positive, beautiful value if we choose to see it. So let's stand up now and sing, "What a wonderful world we live in." It's full of wonderful experience. It's full of beauty and love.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people go by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're only saying, I love you. I heard babies cry. I watched them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I'd like to invite everyone to come next door and join us for coffee and cookies and fellowship. And now we're going to do a little amen stuff. Get into the circle and hold a hand.
Amen.